Hey there, Ann Sieg coming at you. Wednesday, November 21st. And tomorrow is Thanksgiving Day. And that's the purpose of today's call. It bears a moment of focus and reflection on the attribute of thankfulness, or what I like to better term it as gratefulness. All right, so I kicked this off a little bit early just to make sure we send out an email simultaneously with a link to join the call. So just want to give people a couple minutes to come into the call, warm up. It was in the low 30s this morning here in Bella Vista, Arkansas. So definitely dress warm kind of weather. You guys ought to see me. I left Minnesota, the cold, bitter north, to move down to Bella Vista, Arkansas, that is, northwest quadrant, but it was chilly Billy this morning. And I had my turtleneck on and I'm pulling it up over my mouth to protect my mouth from the 30 degree weather, which is pretty ridiculous. Because in Minnesota, it is true. It gets down to minus 20 in Minnesota. Not very often, but it does. All right, so I'm just watching and I want to make sure that this has gone live on our page. And I'm not seeing it yet. Let me refresh. I look over to my other monitor. I'm not trying to be rude, I promise you. And let me just see if it showed up. Oh, good. Okay, so let me know. Hi there, Judith in the house. Newest e-commerce master's program member. Hi, Judith. I know Sharon was trying to connect us on Monday, I think it was. And she was supposed to catch me in between two meetings. So I apologize that didn't happen. Hi there, Judith. Yeah. So I was fully aware. I was watching for my notification from Sharon. And I thought, oh, they must be having a good time as Sharon was going over everything for the e-commerce master's program. So high five, congratulations to you, Judith. All right, I need to do it better. Oh, it's 12 o'clock. We're going to formally start. I'm Mrs. Timely, Mrs. Punctual. I ran a sports gym for 15 years, and I was like, chop, chop, get her done when we were to start. So, hey there, welcome, everybody. So excited to be with you. We are kicking off a super, super awesome weekend. Who else? Okay, thank you, Judith. Alrighty, so again, Ann Sieg, welcome to the Voice of E-commerce, which is the broadcasting arm of the e-commerce business school. And our goal here is to display to the public that we're real people, flesh and blood, you know, and that we are a go-giving community that supports and empowers each other, okay? So we're thrilled to have you here, and I'm excited to help take your business to the next level with this edition of the Voice of E-commerce. Okay, great. Hi there, Diane, welcome. All right, hey, if you're rolling in, make sure you say hi. I wanna look and keep an eye there and make sure I don't miss anybody. Okay, so Thanksgiving, it is a national holiday. There's plenty of history for it. When we're in grade school, I remember we had to draw pictures of the pilgrims, and then, you know, the Indians came to meet the pilgrims and welcome them to the new land. And you remember all those memories from childhood of what Thanksgiving is, right? To me, mentally, in order to be the best person that I can truly possibly be, there is no other attribute that I feel takes me to success more so than is the attribute of being grateful. The attribute of being grateful. A grateful person has a very pleasing personality and disposition. True or true? The converse of someone who, you know, this is energy levels, by the way. The energy level of someone who has a heart of gratitude, you can just sense it in their presence. You just know, wow, this person is okay with where they're at, despite their external circumstances. You can read Viktor Frankl's book, Man's Search for Meaning, relative to that. being able to have an attitude of gratefulness, even despite horrific external circumstances. How does one do that? Anyways, so hi, Kathleen. Hi, Marshetta. Hey, Sharon Irwin in the house. Yeah, gratitude. So tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So guys, I'll tell you what I have planned for tomorrow for Thanksgiving. So I am completely away from my family. I'm from Minnesota. My mom and dad are 86 and 89 and are in excellent health. My dad had a really significant episode 2 years ago, an aorta dissection. He could have died. But anyways, he survived and he's recovered very nicely. But I'm away from my parents. It's hard because, you know, upper 80s, how much time, you know? Anyways, I love my parents and I really have my parents. Whew, now I'll get emotional. Sharon, you know what? This is hard for me. I owe my character development to my parents. There's this lovely Bible verse that says, the lines have fallen in pleasant places for me. Yea, I have a godly heritage. That's a verse from the book of Proverbs in the Bible. And that is what causes me to reflect and be so grateful for my parents. When I was growing up, I didn't have that attitude. I thought my parents could be better here, 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 and here. Oh, and over here, 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 here. And I was just this young kid who didn't really have an appreciation for all that my parents did for me. But I tell you, after I became a parent, then I really learned to appreciate the tremendous sacrifice that my parents had made for us kids. And they really taught me, I'm going to say, they taught me how to be a hard worker. I know not what it's like to not be a hard worker. My mom got me working at a really young age, you know, getting a job when I was in junior high school. And, you know, just I was in the work world pretty young. And I don't see that as bad as at all. It actually conditioned me to be bootstrapped and grow up into a mature adult. And I'm just going to say, we know a lot of what you read out in the culture, that attribute of gratefulness has slid way, way, way onto the other side, which is really sad. And so I think we, as folks who do appreciate, who have gratefulness and thankfulness in our heart and our body and who we are, let's just live that out and hope that we can have a powerful impact on the culture. God knows we need that, right? Just being grateful. The littlest things, when someone holds a door open for you, the littlest things are a manifestation of an awareness of other people and their presence, and acknowledging them is a person with a spirit of gratitude instead of a person of a lack of awareness of others and never says, you know, hey, thanks. For the little things, it's the little things that count, right? Okay, so hi there, Betty. You can't hear me. Can everybody else hear me? Can you guys say yes if you can hear me? So let's get to that, guys. I could talk on this topic for the entire afternoon, but I can't. So what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? I'm in my neighborhood. We've been invited to 2 different dinners. Right across from me is a gentleman who lost his wife about a month and a half ago. He's now a widower, and I live in a retirement community. So I got to tell you, there's a lot of widows and widowers, and there's a lot of people getting surgeries and body replacement things. And, you know, it's an interesting demographic where I live, but all to say, and then it's a widow up the street who invited us. I think it's our second Thanksgiving. So we've been invited to 2 dinners, and we're going to try to make both. Heck, I can squeeze in another corner for some pumpkin pie. I'll just save a little corner, right? All righty. So guys, let me know what you're doing for Thanksgiving. Marshetta says, my mom just turned 92. I care for my mom, but she is visiting my sister in Los Angeles for the holidays. I'm grateful to still have my mom in my life. Oh, you have the right attitude. God bless you, Marshetta. All right, Kathleen is saying all good with the sound. So guys, go ahead and write in, ladies, gentlemen, whomever. What do you have planned for Thanksgiving? Okay, going to my brother's home, cooking greens to take, then it's family game night after. Oh, my husband would give you an A+ report card because you're making greens. My husband, I think 70% of his body consumption food is greens. I'll say, I'll have a turkey sandwich, please. And we sit down and eat. Nope, Ryan's having a salad. So yeah, I think he's made up of greens. So that's good for you. Hi there, Cindy. God bless you, Cindy. Oh, Cindy, she made me just bust with pride when I read the accountability reports for the Ecom Masters Program members. Cindy, you practically make me cry because I've watched your progress, and you've done 4 accountability boot camps, and look at the outcome. I'm so proud of you. All righty, out of town and out of state relatives will gather at our house, says Cindy here. I've been waiting for this day, been on a keto diet. I forget, is keto the high protein? And I've planned for months to enjoy stuffing for Thanksgiving. By the way, oh, your mom turned 87. Cindy, ladies, we got some things in common here. So yeah, to enjoy stuffing. So are you talking literally the stuffing in the turkey? I love stuffing. I don't understand when people don't like stuffing. Okay, Kathleen says, lifetime friends joining us today for dinner. Oh yes, and you had shared, hubby working at assisted living center on Thanksgiving. You know, what a blessing. So Kathleen has an amazing story. Her husband, we've had dinner together here in Bentonville. Remember, at that hotel, whatever, I can't remember. It's kind of this all modern millennial kind of hotel. We had breakfast there, and her husband comes from the most fascinating background of someone who surely knows what it means to appreciate and be grateful, having been born in Ireland and a tough upbringing. And so you can see he's got a good, kind heart there. The assisted living center. I worked in a nursing home for 2 years, so I can tell you it means so much to those people to have other humans come in and care and show attention like that. So that's amazing. God bless on that. Okay, Sharon, cooking and laughing with kiddos and grandma, then visiting with neighbors for the day. Man, awesome. Yeah, we'll be with the neighbors too. Hey, there's Pam. Baking for mom. She is 89 and so precious. Wow. Okay, since we have so many people here with parents in their 80s, I was sent this book. Don't let it scare you. I've decided to live to 120. And I'm like, really? Come on. And I started reading it, and it's got so many great principles. The one is to make sure you have a purpose. Can you guys say amen to that? A life without purpose is a directionless life that can lead to a great sense of void. And we are wired to seek meaning in our lives. And I think a lot of the problems in part can be brought down to that, call it a diagnosis, is a lack of purpose. And so, you know, what he contends in here is that that purpose is fulfilled in the giving back. He says, especially post 60, you know, the pre 60 is all this working hard and success driven, and the post 60 is more of a reflective and giving back. And that's what we talk a lot about here at the E-Commerce Business School, that it seems like the natural outcome has been historically, as people have come into our community and had success, they are compelled, I believe, because of the human spirit, to give back. And it's interesting because the framework and the premise of EBS is all about making money. But what people really want ultimately is to make a life. And the money part is a necessary component, right? The best in life is when you're making your living, but you're making a life out of that pursuit because of the fulfillment you experience as a result of that. Does that make sense, guys? So in that pursuit, I mean, we got to face the facts. We all got to, pay the bills and make some money. But the most actualized, self-actualized is when in the process of doing that, it's actually an extension of fulfillment of your life that makes it more meaningful. So here at the E-commerce Business School, the meaning of our lives as a staff is the fulfillment of seeing other people become successful. And my success formula rises above and beyond that income producing part, albeit that's what everyone's here for. Not entirely. Some are here, they're retired, and they have a sense of loneliness and they don't want to be bored. And he talks about that in here too. Have a drive, have a focus. Be aspiring to something in your later years. Rather than, like he says, so what is sad is when people are in those later years where they're just kind of aimless and, I'm retired and I don't even know what to do with myself. I can't even possibly fathom being in that situation. But I think it's because of my parents. My dad's a scientist. He's still inventing. He's just now securing a new patent. And my mom is a never-ending font of activities that never stops. And I think it's because ultimately they're both learners and teachers. So the quest and the thirst for knowledge and wisdom and experience has never died for them. The embers have never faded. And when you keep those embers alive, that's the pulse of your life. That's the pulse. That's the heartbeat. And when you lose that sense of direction and purpose in your life, then that's when they kind of start to die down. Can you see how that's attached, the two? The mind and the purpose and the heart, spirit into that. Okay, so let me see what else you guys have going on here. Diane, no sound and black screen. Well, I'll try to watch the rerun later. Wishing you all good health, happiness, and a very prosperous fourth quarter. All right. Oh, Cindy is asking about the book club. The plan is, my dear, it's on my calendar and I've got to firm it up with Coach Kurt. It's, I'm not saying this is hard coded, soft coded for Thursday, December 27th with a theme of home for the holidays. There's actually a lot of backdrop to that to even get that thing set up. And it's a little bit, we've got a very complex business model and there's maybe 20 projects I'm simultaneously juggling, literally true. But anyways, that's the date. And my plan there, Cindy, since you're asking, is for me to, I don't have an author lined up. I've reached out and it's really hard to get anyone for December. It's for me to reflect on a very small handful of books that have been extremely integral for laying my foundation prior me to coming online and really having an entirely different focus on building a business. In that, prior to that, we'd run a whole number of businesses, my husband and I, but definitely with a very, very different focus as a result of some books that I read. So that's the plan there. All righty. Trying to see if there's any comments I may have missed. So here's what I'm going to recommend as a takeaway here. Those reflective moments in life are tough to come by, aren't they? Especially when you're working really hard. But the reflective moments is to just do a pause instead of the busy and the hustle and the bustle. Say, no, I am going to set the timer for whatever it is, 15, 30 minutes. I do this every morning. I have a quiet time, but some folks, they don't slow down long enough to have just a quiet time to reflect. Do that for Thanksgiving. I believe in God. So I thank my creator for all that I've been given. And that is absolutely core and center to my entire life, because I've gone in the path where I didn't. So I prefer this path a whole lot more. So I like to pause and give thanks and gratitude that I even have life. And then especially with the focus towards health, because I had some health issues this spring, and it affected my mental game and emotional game. It did. It messed with my head. And that's when you need to get some external source inspiration and get back up on your feet and do some bootstrapping. It doesn't necessarily get answered all inside here. That's why we have a community where you can lean into the mutual love and support that exists in this community, which I know our dear Sharon has in spades. Alrighty, so take some time to do some gratitude over the weekend, writing out what things you're grateful for. Want to let you know, we are grateful for all our many thousands of members, and we are rolling out a grand opening this weekend with, believe it or not, 17 interviews. 17 interviews. Cindy's one of them. Cindy and her husband, Don. 17 interviews going Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, Facebook Lives, like what you see now. And we have a new free e-commerce business school membership. And the link is right in this post. So do feel free to invite people as you see fit, friends and family, that folks who are looking for a community to be a part of, because I'm not interested in just training. We're a community. So you invite them into our community. And of course, the focus here is e-commerce, and that people can build, whether that be a side income they're wanting or a full-time income and career shift into the e-commerce space. We have that to offer people. So it's 2 little mini courses we've never had before that are made available at the free membership level. So spread the word. Spread the good news that we have a free membership that people can take advantage of. And then, like I say, we have 15 interviews. Sharon's being interviewed too, by the way. All righty. So, hey, do that little exercise. Count your blessings. They're there. They are there. Every breath we take is a blessing. All right. Till then, God bless everybody. Have a beautiful, safe, and peaceful Thanksgiving. All righty. I'll see you guys on Friday. I've got an interview at 9 a.m. Till then, bye-bye.